Hail to thee, my kindred. I hope you all are having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and night, wherever and whenever you are. I almost choked on my little banana slice there. I need to stop making things sound weird. That's the first thing I need to do today. Stop making things sound weird. Wiki, hail to thee. How are you? On this fine Wednesday? It's Wednesday, yes. Resume or last saved. What do I remember that we did last time? We did accomplish a couple of missions. I'm over encumbered by I don't know how much. I forgot about that part. You live? What about me? I'm doing alright. I actually managed to kind of sleep like a normal human being for once. Because I went to sleep at like 11 something. I think I actually fell asleep maybe around, a little later than that, maybe 12. But then, even though I woke up like 3 times, I still managed to kind of sleep my way until 4:50. And I'd say that's pretty good. I took another nap later in the day. About an hour before stream started, I woke up. So I'm doing pretty alright in the sleep department right now, which is a rarity. I'm probably gonna drop this fucking hammer. No reason for me to be carrying it around other than to just have it. So let's see if I can actually do this so that I can walk around like a normal person in this game instead of being over encumbered. Just leave that there. And okay. How heavy is that freaking hammer? Like, let me see. Okay, it's 28 fucking pounds. Can you imagine that? Fucking snoozer. Can you blame me? It's rough out here. I gotta check what missions I gotta do. I remember I was just here in this city to sell stuff. I may try to continue this mission, or the missions that I have to do here, which is this one, to find a way to recover the tunneler. I think the last time I tried that, I got destroyed by another homeless man in this city. And I think that's why I stopped doing that. So it makes sense. It makes sense that I stopped. I kind of forgot genuinely how strong people in this fucking city are. I don't remember where I'm supposed to get the tunneler. I think it was in some habitat area. So one way or another. I'll just look around, and if I get jumped, well, I have the ability to defend myself at the very least. I do remember we made a lot of money last time as well because I just did a lot of trading. Let's see, how many Karens? Stygians, whatever you want to call them. 3,000, almost 4,000, almost 4,000. And I've gotten not that many caltrops. I've been trying to get more Mark IIIs. I remember that as well, but I can't seem to find a lot of grenades, like fragmentation grenades that are Mark IIIs. Only HE for now. I remember upgrading my electronics, or electronics, so that I can maybe one day mess around with like an electric hammer, just to be able to do a little more damage. I don't know how to craft things. I think I need a blueprint for that, obviously, but which way to go? Okay, hopefully crossing this line. I get scared sometimes because I don't know if certain areas are like territories of some random gang or not. I know I just gotta look around, and I hope to find... Why is there a dead body? There's just some dead guy. Okay. I gotta just look around for this damn drill. What was I gonna say? Last I remember... Oh, there it is. Okay, so there's a gangster here. They probably aren't gonna let me near the drill. There is said to be some kind of party going on around here, but I guess maybe the party's gone now. Or maybe it's back there, you know, they're celebrating having this big-ass fucking piece of machine. Maybe I can look around this way? Let me see what's in here. Food? Sure, I can sell that. Right. A random drunk. Can I talk to him? He mumbles something, but you can't make out what it is. Makes sense. They are having a party, and you weren't invited. Well, that's what we're here for. We're not here for the party, actually. But, you know, we have to get rid of the party one way or another. I just hope it doesn't require a million enemies to do. I'm imagining I could probably intimidate some, assuming I'm allowed to actually talk before they just start shooting. I'm hoping I can just intimidate them. An armed, ripped man performs a reverse nod the moment he sees you, after which he lets out a disgusting gargling sound before spitting something yellowish brown on the ground. An instant later, he spits again, hitting the exact same spot before uttering his words with a loud voice that is as rough as his manners. Yo, pipe worker, this here ain't a place for the likes of you. Drop off out of here, or you is gonna end up in barrel soup. That sounds nasty. I don't like barrel soup. I don't like the idea of barrel soup. I'm interested in that tunneler over there, and you're in the way. Be interested all you want. This here tuna belongs to us. Drop off now, pipe worker. You still here? I'm not a patient man. You all want to keep all your organs intact, you get lost. Now! You stupid pipe worker, drop off! You almost make me laugh, but my face were hurt by bullets, so I can't laugh. Damn. We don't have this. We don't have the intimidation. Can't we just kill this guy? Maybe him and his buddies are around, and I don't think we're gonna be able to persuade them either. You know, if the Faceless decides to come and get this thing back, you're going to be in a big trouble. Really? On second thought, them Faceless is damn freaks. He turns to his men and yells, "Yo, Mud, Trash Man, Gravel, and you little garbage. We is moving now. Leave the freak hanging. Who cares about him? Make way." Okay. This is like the first time I think I've ever spoken to any gangster in this game and actually had to use logic and reasoning. It's like, bro, you're gonna be in trouble if they actually come back for this. And it's like, you know what? You're right. Maybe peace is an option in this game. I do want to check out what they have in here. They probably don't have much of anything. They got this random rotisserie. I don't even want to assume what that is. It could be a person for all I know. They did threaten to put me in soup. Takes this. Biocorp Technology Catalog Fragment. A couple of torn pages and illustrations from the technology catalog of the old Biocorp, this was obviously not meant to be a blueprint of their technology, but rather a commercial showcase. Nice. Can't do anything about with those little things, but I do like. Oh, they just have. Why did they just have a random captive here, and they left him behind? Okay, I thought when they were referring to the weirdo or the whatever that guy said, I thought he was talking about like me standing there. No, they're referring to the damn faceless guy. They just decided to leave hanging here. Poor fucker. Alrighty. Well, I guess I could talk to him. Let's see, let's just save here. Nothing happened. Hanging above the chasm, an injured Faceless stands locked in a sturdy metal cage. He seems badly injured, with blood dripping from his open wounds and feeding the blackness below. Slowly lifting his head, he looks at you calmly, making no unnecessary movements nor producing a single sound. Leave him hanging, attempt to open the cage and let him out, or unhook the cage and let him plummet to the chasm. I mean, I see why not. Like, let's get him out of there. Or, I mean, if we do, he might report back to whoever his buddies are, and they might fight us for the damn drill. These drills, I think, are well, maybe not rare, but they're definitely not the most common thing around. I want to talk to him. Attempt to open the cage and let him out. He's injured. I don't think he's going anywhere. As soon as the Faceless exits the cage, a sound of something breaking jars the ears. It's the chain holding the cage. It snaps, sending the cage plummeting into the chasm below. The event ending with a reverberation of it colliding with the hard bottom. The Faceless, after gathering himself, thanks you with a small nod but still says nothing. The only sound he produces is the sound of heavy, difficult breathing. If close, you notice countless gashing wounds on his body, which are slowly slowing down all his motions with what must be horrible pain. Small droplets of blood drip from beneath his heavily scratch-dented, completely twisted mask and further well, I can't read, bro. Look, I can't read. Small droplets of blood drip from beneath his heavily scratched, dented, completely twisted mask and further redden the scene. On one little detail that catches your eye, or better yet, 3 of them, small metal cylinders protrude from his right arm, but not the other, with one of them being crooked and bleeding from the place where it meets the pale skin. The purpose of these cylinders you cannot figure out from observation alone. After a minute or two of rest, he raises as if he were twice as heavy, seemingly wanting to leave. It is obvious to you he could barely stand, let alone escape the hostile territory he is currently in. So we can offer him health devices. I didn't check. I should have checked if I could get into the drill, or if I need keys to get into the drill. But just in case I need him to get into the drill, I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice. The Faceless gladly accepts your help. After treating his wounds as much as he's able to, he gives you another livelier nod. His chances of a successful retreat now much better. Still, he remains silent. Okay, I guess we're just not gonna we're not gonna vibe with that. We still know basically nothing about the Faceless. Now, the tunnel seems to have drilled out of the wall several meters too high and smashed into the ground, stopping a hair's breadth short of continuing into the chasm. You take a look inside to see blood-smeared A blood-smeared troop hold, but no bodies in sight. Moreover, there is nothing noticeable for you to scavenge, as the inside appears to have been picked clean by those who found it before you. The machine doesn't appear to be functional anymore, and from visual inspection alone, you can reckon it would need some serious repairs in order to make it run again. We can attempt to repair it. You attempt to repair the machine, but quickly give up, seeing that the damage is far too extensive for you to repair, at least not without any spare parts. We're gonna need professional help. Okay, so we got the tunneler at least, just here. Without a fight, which is good. I suppose I need to report back to Gorski? I think maybe. You know what? I'm gonna see if that that guy from the, I don't know what shop it was. It was like some auto shop or whatever. Some shop. I'm gonna go see if he wants to help me out, and maybe I can convince them that, like, hey, you know, we're gonna be fighting the guys you don't like, so therefore helping us would be in your benefit. Assuming he's still even there. I think we may need to find like the game side spare parts, but I just don't know from where. Okay. Random muggery is occurring. And he's poisoned me. Alright. Well, isn't that just rude? You know my response to this? First, heal. Second, a grenade. He's still alive. He's very much alive. Okay. Let me see if I can even get closer to him. He's just gonna skedaddle. What can I do? I guess I could lift my shields, for one. To have that do something. Maybe I can get close enough to use the knife on him. Okay, the knife don't do anything crazy, but I did get to hit him. Okay, where did he go, though? Excuse me, sir. Where did he go? I'm gonna throw a grenade over here. Okay, he went around the corner. That grenade did nothing. And I'm surprised he managed to hit me through that. I think the borrower poison is honestly gonna be the end of me out of everything here. Ah, big mistake, little man, a big mistake. Okay, we're just gonna miss twice. We're just gonna miss. He's almost dead. There we go. Finally, for once we didn't get absolutely destroyed. Can I use a bandage? Yeah, no. Core city plans. Old and damaged core city plans, mostly illegible. Take Oh, I did not mean to take that crowbar. He's got a utility belt, which, you know, costs money. That, he's got this, he's got that, he's got these. Sponge filters, mines. Mines don't really... Surprisingly, mines are not that much money. You would think mines would be a lot of money, but they just simply are not. Maybe it's because they're just big and obvious. I'm not too sure. I forgot I can also speed forward. So that we can go faster instead of walking around at normal speed. I still don't remember where Car Guy was. He may have been in the same area. Let me see. Mikola. Let me see. You mentioned you used to do a lot of repairs. How good are you? I can repair pretty much anything. Coughs, unless this cough kills me. Drats. How about a faceless tunneler? He gives you a puzzled look. Why are you asking me all this? The group I'm working for is in need of such a machine. One of those recently crashed in drop zone, and it's an opportunity we don't want to miss. Cough. Fine, whatever, but it'll cost you. First, I need to see the machine. Coughs. It said it's in the zone. Is it safe to go there? I can guarantee your safety. Lovely. We can get there right now. And I'm ready if you're ready. Take him to the tunneler. Okay, I was correct. I'm smart. Funny enough that I remembered this guy at all. Well, it's tinkering time. Okay, that was a little cringe, but sure. Mikola begins his work on the tunneler. He occasionally stops his tinkering, as he puts it, sometimes to think what to do, sometimes to cough, but it doesn't take long for him to return to you. This thing shouldn't be difficult to repair at all, which is... drats, which is quite interesting. I expected something far more sophisticated than this. Still, I'm gonna need some expensive high-end parts to make this thing work. Yeah, I'll probably even need to modify them. I don't think I'll find stock parts for this beast anywhere around here. And I'm gonna need some money. How much money? I got money, to be fair. I do have the funds. I can... probably by myself fund this entire operation, but we'll see how much he needs. Hopefully not too much. He coughs and raises his index finger. I think he's telling me to wait, but you know, we're just like 1 Karen, 100 Karens, 1,000 Karens. Yep, 1,000 Karens. It's not exactly a small amount, but I need those parts if I'm gonna make the beast roar again. Cough. Otherwise, you might as well let it rust till it's no more. I wonder if we can tell him we'll be back and then go ask Gorski to give us money. I'll be back with the 1,000 Karens. I am not gonna waste my own money. This is Gorski's operation. He didn't even tell our boss, from what I remember. So he does not have the right to tell me to use my own money. I think I gotta go up here. Why is there another individual trying to mug me? Okay. Shields up. Frickin'. Oh. Okay, at least we hit him that time. We're gonna get a lot of pain from this person. Okay, we're good. We're actually fine. That's rare. Okay, he heard us that time. Lucky him. Because of that, I'll just use my knife. There we go. I like how every attack he had was just an opportunistic attack. Like, I don't think that's how opportunistic attacks work. A train log. Oh, the freight train log with all the categories of several weeks listed. Interesting, but useless. Nothing I could really want from him. I think this guy wanted some more food for something, but I don't remember what exactly, so... Gorski, can I get some money? Did you meet the zone rats? I spent quite a number of years in Core City before I came to SGS, so I know where to look and who to ask when I need something, and I needed local, capable, low-profile group for our operations. Thus, zone rats. Let's discuss Core City matters, yeah? Tanner and Vera. He didn't care about, well... Yeah, I already asked him that. He very much does not care what Vera thinks. About that tunneler. Never mind, okay. Don't waste my time, Hanky. Okay. I guess we cannot, in fact, ask him for money. Despite this being his mission. What a shame, what a shame. Okay, well, at least we have several thousand Karens already in our pocket. So I'm not too sad about that. I'm sure we'll make our money back. We won't. Alright. Here you go. Lovely. I'll take care of the rest, coughs. I know that this guy that can get me the parts, and yeah, I also hope no one will bother me while I'm working here. I'll get this thing up and running soon. You can go and tell your group leader or whatever that it's being repaired. See you later. See you later, I hope. Yeah, you better not die. Especially with that 1,000 Karens on you. I swear. Is there anything I can steal here? No. I wanted to see if I can steal anything from anybody around here. I still don't know why there's a dead guy, but I guess this is just... Hello, Pinehill. You started making a song last night and still got a lot to do? Ooh, that sounds interesting. Is it a short one, a long one, a sad one, a happy one? But how are you? How are you also? I almost forgot to ask. Okay, let's discuss matters about the tunneler. It's currently being repaired. I got a man named Mikola to fix it. You're dealing with, pain? So not well. I'm sorry to hear that. I really am. Pain sucks. Breaking news. Breaking news. Pain? It sucks, guys. But I hope you get better soon, you know? Excellent. The tunneler will prove useful indeed. We will go test it out when the time is right. Ah, a birthday gift from the Faceless. I forgot what else this man needs me to do. I literally don't remember if that was it. Energy shields? Remember that protectorate warehouse that I mentioned? As I said, we have reason to believe they're being hoarding. They've been hoarding weapons, ammunition, and all sorts of other goodies there. We found out from a fairly reliable source that they recently received a package of high-end energy shields. If you could infiltrate the warehouse and nab those shield emitters, that would both strengthen our position and weaken the protectorates. Sneaky has more details on how you might be able to pull this off. There's this oaf Bob. He's a protectorate soldier, a security guard or whatever they call themselves, since they are not officially allowed to have soldiers in Core City. He's also a regular here in the bar. Last night he was drinking himself silly with that Gauntlet girl and, per usual, blabbered about this and that. I don't usually pay much attention to him, but this time he actually said something interesting. Yeah? He mentioned that shipment of shield emitters and how they are supposedly top quality stuff that they are not allowed to use yet, which is good though, as it probably means they are still stored together somewhere in the warehouse. The fool got so drunk that he couldn't turn up from his shift today. He rented a room here at the bar to sober up in. This has happened before too, so it won't be unusual to his compatriots that he is missing. You can use this to your advantage. Strike the useless oaf down and procure his armor and security pass. Well, I don't know if this will allow you to enter freely into the warehouse. It might still help you once you're inside. As long as you don't attract too much attention to yourself. No simple task, eh? Okay, they don't have to be protectorate shields, but they gotta be high quality. I'm not trusting my life. Blah, blah, blah. What constitutes a high quality? Let me see. I'll put it in terms you can understand. If any reputable merchant asks for less than 200 Karens for it, this ain't worth crap. Shields come with many different modulators, but if possible, go for high frequency. We're gonna need about 10 in total because I want a few backups just in case. You can stash them in that locker, the one in the corner by the shelves, and let me know when you got them. Understood? Good. Now get to it. Okay, I don't know what I incidentally double-clicked on, but that's okay. That's fine. I guess I asked them, do they have to be protectorate shields? Gather SGS or Unite Stations Protectorate to help the Blackie. Okay, that's junkyard related stuff. I guess I gotta go to Tanner for that. Recover the tunneler. Gorski needs high quality energy shields. We gotta go to the bar. And I assume threaten the man. They said he rented a room. I don't know where exactly that room is supposed to be. None of these doors are doors I'm allowed to go into, but let's see. I guess I gotta just guess which one it is. 40 there. There we go. Locked. Okay. Locked. Locked. Well, there's nobody in here. Oh, there's Bob. Hello, Bob. Unfortunately for you, I'm a man with a sledgehammer and you're just a man. So, a tough man, may I say. Who are you? A random scavenger that's just here to look at what I'm doing. Bro, man heard a fight and got interested real quick. I like this guy's just like, I feel like this is bad news. This is somebody that's not supposed to be here. What are you doing here, bro? What are you... Okay, bro's just gonna casually walk back to his room. No, he ain't. Who are you? Why are you being weird? I don't trust this guy. I wish we could kill him. But, well... This is the only way I'm gonna be able to do that. There we go. Let's see. Damn, he's got some good equipment on him. Well, it's decent. He's got a pistol. That's, you know, of the laser variety. I hope nobody manages to figure out all of this was me. That would be a bit of a hassle to deal with. Okay, Bob, let's see what you got on ya. A pass. We need your armor, is what we need. Okay, it's basically about the same stuff that I have, but the weight's gonna be an issue, I'm pretty sure. Don't we basically have the same armor? I swear we have the same armor. I'll take it all just in case. Let me take a look at my armor. It's spiked galvanic tungsten steel. His is bladed galvanic, which I might actually kind of want, because the bladed stuff is the stuff that allows us to do bleed anytime we have a successful hit. Well, 30% chance to inflict bleeding, which depending on the enemy might be pretty useful, because some enemies just really like to run away. But is it better at protecting us in general? Okay, this one does 44, this one's 41. Okay, so our armor is better, I'm pretty sure, in every aspect. Except acid. Yeah, in every aspect except acid and... Plus the armor penalty is less on this for some reason. That is still a stat I am not very understanding of. I think someone probably explained that to me and I just forgot. I need to be able to sell these somewhere. These coats. Anti-rifle overcoat. I still got these. I forgot I had this gun and... Well, I guess we now got another one. How is this a 9mm? Okay, so I guess it's like a bullpup, but... Okay, it's an assault rifle in 9mm. What kind of shenanigans is that? That's ridiculous. I guess it is cheaper, I suppose, in the long term to arm your guys with 9mm, but like rifles, you know? It's not even a rifle at that point. Let me see if I can sell some of these anti-rifle stuff, some of these coats to this gentleman over here. Because each of those coats is like 8 pounds. And I could use without that being in my inventory. There we go, we can in fact sell all 3 of those. The question is for what in return, because he doesn't really have anything I do want. Maybe the EMPs, maybe. He don't got no dang money. He has throwing knives, and I don't really use throwing knives because they don't do all that much damage, but maybe I should use throwing knives more often than I use, like, caltrops, but I'm not too sure. So they do 23 maximum damage. How much does my that's basically more than my knife. So maybe I should be using throwing knives. I do have a pretty good ability to throw, so the chances of hitting are not, you know, low. And this one does poison. Still, that's nowhere near enough for it to, you know, make up for that. We'll take the EMPs. Okay, maybe we just don't sell all 3. Sell the lowest cost one. We'll come back when this man has more stuff in store. Or we could go somewhere else and sell the armor and some of these weapons. I think my best bet is the boat. I forgot where the boat is. It's somewhere, somewhere at the bottom. I don't know if I got any money from her. Okay, she does have money, but she doesn't really want what I have. Not a lot of it anyway. This is about the only thing. The utility belt. I can try and take the boat straight to SGS. We gotta try and talk to Tanner anyway about joining the Black Eels and whatnot in their fight. Which I don't think he's really gonna want to get himself involved in anyway. Because why would he? I'm actually wondering why he would want to do that. Why the other guy thinks I can convince him to join him. But that's not my business. Well, I suppose it is. Okay, docks. I'm pretty sure that's where I go. Gotta go all the way here. Give Hanky like an hour to get there. Is this a water tank? Where is this water tank even getting water from? Or is that supposed to be oil for the... No, that's fuel. It literally says fuel right there. Fuel for these little cargo ships. They're not even really ships, but whatever. This one's got a pot for food. Southgate Station. Yeah, it'll cost you 25 Karens. It's a lot, but the waterways have gotten real dangerous lately. Sure. How much persuasion do I got on my guy? 40 persuasion, actually. Ah, no wonder. It's actually higher than my intimidation, but all of these stack on top of one another, so maybe I needed 50 intimidation, and that's why persuasion worked on that random gangster guy. Which probably means I'm gonna need 50 here too. Now let's go to the armory first just to give this stuff away. Two riot armor sets, 2 crossbows, 2 grenades. He also does not have... Where's the credits? Bro, do you not have credits? I guess he does not have credits. He does have the large waist pack. And he does have... Well, he's got crawler poison throwing knives. If only he had more, because I'm pretty sure this poison does more damage over time. Yeah, borrower poison only does 7 damage, but it's for 5 turns, and then this is 10 damage for 2 turns. So actually, the borrower poison... No, wait, borrower... Yeah, borrower poison is... I kind of forgot. The borrowers were the big annoying bug dudes, so of course this does, you know, less damage, but over time it does more. Surprised he doesn't have money on him. Did I buy stuff from this guy last time? I literally do not remember. He's got 1 EMP. He's got this. I guess I can take that from him. How much more can I take from you that I actually want? Take those. And the interesting little... download blueprints into your wrist pad. Mine, pistol, shiv, SMG, sniper rifle, TNT charge, tactical vest, thin grenade case. I do want to see how this works. I don't know if this only allows me to get Mark 1s or higher. I'll try to see how that works. Gun. Which one do I want to sell? What's heavier here? The gun is not heavy at all, so... Damn, this thing weighs freaking 19 pounds. Okay, give him that. Give him the gun. Give him... something to make up for the difference. Crossbow? Okay, he still owes me a bit. If I take the gun back? I guess I could try and take the TNT charges as well, because they cost like an insane amount. Maybe then just 2 of those. Okay, we're still we're still overweight. Hmm. Let's just go talk to Tanner, see what he says. Over, where is he supposed to be in? Commons and Cantina. Let me trade some money with old man Jonas over here. Let's see, he's got Caviar, Crawler, nothing I'd want. Give me that, I'll give ya... Okay. Every time I gotta trade money, it's annoying to do this because you can't apparently trade money for money. On auto, at least. Okay, that's 10, that's 30, so 60. I like how this is the speed you're at when you're over encumbered, no matter if you're just fast forwarding or not. It's all the same speed. Alright. He nods. Hanky, let's see. There's a showdown of gangs about to happen in Junkyard and the Black Eels want our help. Tanner listens to you calmly. After you're finished, he runs his hand once over his beard before responding. I wasn't aware that the tensions have escalated that far. This is quite a serious matter. I'll need to assemble the council for this. Follow me. And that is basically the situation as Hanky explained it. What do you think it would be the right course of action? I vote for staying out of this whole situation. First of all, we don't know the Protectorate's position in all of this. Running a risk of provoking them for some gangsters seem irresponsible to me, and will do this station no good. This way, if we do nothing, we can continue our trade and integration into the United Stations, which I believe is the much more desirable option. However, I understand you perfectly, but I must disagree with putting the United States on such a high pedestal. No matter what we do, we have no guarantee that the Protectorate won't eventually take over the whole of Junkyard. At least most of the folks there would celebrate being free of brutal gangsters, so there's that. That may be true, but that still doesn't change the fact that the Protectorate's ultimate intentions are unknown to us. We're dealing with speculations here, and basing important decisions on speculations is unwise. We got this guy here. We don't have Gorski because he's off doing this thing. I wonder if doing some other stuff and then things happening over in Core City would have allowed Gorski to be here, or if this guy's just supposed to be his stand-in. Hear me out, please. If we interfere and help some lowlives kill each other, think of the message we could be sending to the United States. Just as you said right now about them conquering their way towards us, they might too feel threatened by our movements. They could see us as being conquerors, and then what? Excuse me, Vera, but I've never uttered the word conquering. I'm merely expressing my concerns. You know I care only for what is best for the station and its residents. UnderRail Protectorate is a powerful force and shouldn't be taken lightly. It's such a darn pity Gorski ain't here. I'm sure the conversation would have went a whole lot different. Gorski's opinion would surely be valuable here. What about you, Ezra? What is on your mind? I have nothing of significance to add to this conversation. Discussion. Okay, so yeah. Maybe doing some extra stuff would have gotten Gorski over here. I do wonder what his opinion on this whole thing would have been too, considering that he, you know, probably is a lot more, what's the word I'd use? A lot more knowledgeable about these gangs. He seems to have been one himself before joining SGS, so it kind of makes sense for that to be the case. I'm already doing things that are harming the Protectorate already, and I don't really know much about him, is the thing. I literally got no reason to be chill with him. But I also don't have reason not to be chill other than making money, so... Let's see, we can try and say that we side with the Black Eels for now. If we decide to join the United Stations later, we'll do that from a more advantageous position. And then I think we should help the Black Eels. I don't trust the Protectorate. I think Gorski's against the Protectorate as well. I don't exactly remember. Well, actually, yeah, I should know this because we literally are about to do something so that they don't have more control in Core City, so... fuck it. I don't know. I don't know nothing about him. I don't trust him. And you trust the Black Heroes? I trust them more. Your opinion has been noted. Go get some rest and come see me later, and I'll let you know what we decided. I don't think I convinced him of anything. I'm gonna be honest. My persuasion, I don't think is that high. And what do I want to put away? Oh, damn. Okay, wrong thing. Put that back on. Try to pick up this. No. Hi, jeez. I'm just trying to take this out of my inventory. And my mouse is being what it is again. Okay, that is fine enough, I guess. I'll take what I want. Putting things in my inventory is gonna be a pain, but whatever. And what else do we want to carry? We need the tag, wherever it is. Need that for the mission. Already at some capacity that is not lovely. We need the money, because that's our money. This is weapon. Crowbar, just in case. I did want to check out if I could use the blueprints we got. So let me figure that one out. What else? Batteries, because we need that. Electric repair kit. Sure. Smaller electric repair kits are needed too, I guess, for something. I'll take the night vision goggles. I'll take this in case we need to bring that to the mission. I kind of doubt it, but there it is. Everything else is just keys that I got no idea which one I need. K-Vax's key card, keep that on me. Security key card for old junkyard. I did not mean to bring this key into my inventory. Come on. Come on. Out. Out. I want you out. Whatever. Hardcore City Bar backroom key. I need that one. Inner gate key card. Junkyard house key card. Private quarters, I need that. And tunnel hatch key for rail crossing. Give me that utility bot remote just in case. And that's it. Let's see. Personal messages. I forgot that this thing existed. Faceless from public feed. In multiple locations throughout South Underrail, they're using large tunneling machines to transport troops, and all reports suggest that they are heavily armed and in large numbers. They have already shown hostility towards Core City and rail crossing. All stations are urged to mount their defenses and report any faceless sightings as soon as possible. Semi-urgent news from Harold. Please come down here and see me when you have the time. There's something I need help with. I forgot who Harold is. Didn't I already do that, actually? From Harold? Urgent from Tanner. Come see me in the office as soon as you wake up. Camp Hawthorne. I think that's like literally nothing new. Let's see if the man has made a decision yet on the matters at hand. As he turns to you, Tanner gets straight to the point. We've decided against helping the Black Eels. With what's going on at Core City right now, we feel it would be unwise to stretch ourselves thin, and perhaps if the circumstances were different. He strokes his beard, appearing deep in thought. Nothing. No, there's little we can accomplish at this point. You should forget about this and carry on with your other tasks. Okay, so yeah, you just gotta help out until Gorski's done. So that entire conversation was kinda... I should have saved prior to that. That's something I just realized. I should have saved prior to actually entering his office. Because then I could have focused on just rail crossing and all the other stuff. Then come back with the whole thing about the Black Eels. How far ago was that? Far ago. Oh no. Well, we're gonna do a little bit of retreading old ground, I guess. By which I mean beating a man to death. Okay, well, now more people are getting involved. This is going worse than before. Okay, he's dead. Why is everybody waking up? I can't deal with one person at a time. At least my armor's tough. That is not where I was meant to go, but okay. Well, the only thing that's worse now is that I'm gonna be carrying a lot more stuff. Somehow we missed 280-something% swings. Amazing. There we go. They all better have money. I'm not even gonna bother with carrying their guns around. This guy's got a freaking tungsten steel knife. That looks more like a machete, but whatever. Refrigerator, could have something cool. Food. I could sell that to somebody. Foot locker, let me see. More money. A silencer, which could be sold for a good amount. Okay, nothing in there. Go check out this guy. Try doing basically the same thing we did. I actually want to go to... Actually, I don't know. Is there much else to do here? We just gotta actually help Gorski get the energy shields, and then I suppose he'll go back to SGS whenever he's done with stuff here. Don't know if I need more meds either. I guess buying more buying more isn't really gonna hurt. Get those. Sniper rifle, riot gear, metal armor. And was that everything? Sure. Go over here real quick. My freaking nostrils just want to produce some mucus for no good reason other than to spite me. I got no medical stuff to give to this lady. Focus stim, huh? That is not something I've heard of. All of this is gonna require chemistry skills that I don't have. I doubt this guy's gonna want anything from me. He might. I don't even know what I got that's electronic. Blueprints, I guess. Let me see. How much for these? He wants 2 blueprints? Okay, one of them is like a lot of money. The other one is also a lot of money. One of them is not. The other is, but that's not enough for that because this is a value of 9,000. That's why. Gun? Okay, he wants the gun because I guess the laser pistol counts as electronics, so he can take that from me. That would help me out. And that's about everything I can really give him. He's got plasma pistols as well. How much damage do those even do, I wonder? 60 top damage, energy related 30%, and then heat is 30. Huh. I guess it combines the two. Okay, auto trade for that, only 215. That's still worth it. Honestly, I think I'll go to Junkyard, because I don't know, they probably have their, you know, money restocked and whatnot, and that's what I need from them. That and grenades, and throwing knives, I guess. Honestly, I don't know how I'll sneak into the warehouse that the protectorates have. I don't really have any skill sets that are good for that. I think I'll just most likely just run in there and start fighting people. Junkyard, 25 coins, yeah, take me there. Anything I can sell to this guy? I haven't been able to sell much of anything to this guy in forever. Let's see, he wants my repair kits. I'm not giving any of those up because those are far too... Why does he just have like a barrel of toxic sludge? What's this man gonna do with that? I'm concerned. Anything we can sell to Kendrick? Let's see. He does want these from us, and I haven't been able to see the barbed nettings, so I got no idea who might actually sell that or not. He does have borrower throwing knives. Okay, he's not gonna give me all that. I'll give him these caltrops too, since, okay, I can't give him that, never mind. He only wants 4. How much for that alone? 13? Sure. And there's this guy. I don't know if I have any electronics stuff for the lady that buys the electronics other than the night vision, which I'm keeping for some reason. This guy does not in fact have his coins. Okay. Man, nobody's got what I'm looking for. Like just nobody. Alright. So I spent a good amount of coins just trying to get here, just to get nothing out of that. I guess I could technically wait around. I know they restock like every... I forgot how much time actually. Someone told me once that they do restock. I could sell food to this guy. Let's see, do you want to trade food? Give me all your money, I'll give you literally everything I got in terms of food. Okay, that's a little too much. 40, that's good to make it back to... Actually, it should be less money to get to SGS from here anyhow. Or even Camp Hawthorne, although I don't want to go to Hawthorne because Hawthorne doesn't really have a guy I can sell armor or weapons to. Yeah, I'm gonna probably Google how long I have to wait for these merchants to restock on their stuff. This one's got no coins either. What? Maybe medicine guy. I say medicine guy, more like definitely trustworthy doctor man who's all the way over here could give me some health items. Cause I don't really got any. Well, I got 4 of these advanced ones, but I want more. There he is. Okay, good thing he sells stuff. But he does not have advanced ones, only the normal ones. That's a little frustrating. He does sell caltrops, though. I can give him this psionic transceiver. Could I not have given that to the other lady? I guess not. He also has Molotovs, and I got none of those right now. my adrenaline shot and not really using it, but it doesn't really cost all that much either. I don't think that's enough to make up the difference. Okay, let's see. Give me 50. Okay, a little too much. You can take back 10. Abram wants to see you. If you're up for some action, he's waiting for you in the west caves of Junkyard Gate. Great. Alright. Caves west of Junkyard. That's all I know. Got it. Well, I wasn't expecting that to happen. Just getting told, get over here. West of Junkyard Gate. I guess we can go talk to Abrams. I don't see why not. Okay, they reset, I think. Maybe. Let me go check the other one. Nope. Okay, not yet. Let's go talk to Abrams. Even though it's gonna take us 5 years to get there. Abrams does have the missions that often mess with the Protectorate. So, we'll see. The guy did say if you're ready for some action. I'm not sure I'm ready for some action, but don't care. There better not be anything over here. Okay, where exactly am I supposed to meet him? To where westward? In here? Let's see. Just randomly walk in on someone. Well, I mean, I was correct. Just the wrong someones. Well, they shouldn't be too much of a problem. I guess I'll just wait for them to come to me. Ow, okay, that guy's got something that can hurt me. First move, sledgehammer. Second move, shield. Third move, I don't got a third move. I can't walk forward. Well, yes I can. I can walk right there and I can just block the doorway. They zapped me, so I just gotta be alive long enough to deal with this. Sucks that this guy can mess with my shield. Okay. I don't have enough to punch that guy, so I'm just gonna do that. And then this guy's gonna get a little bit... actually, no, I'm gonna leave that guy be. Get my hammer out. I'll smash this guy in the face. Only once. Okay. Guy gets to stab him again. I don't know why this knife manages to do that so often. This makes the enemies just dizzy. Alright, where's our other buddy? There he is. You are to be dealt with swiftly. There we have it. They got medicine, a coin, some bullets, gun I don't really care about. That knife though, you know what? That's got some money to put in there, or to its name, I should say. To put in there makes no sense. Crossbow bolts. I got a lot of them. Guess I could sell more to that guy back in Junktown. Scoped. Friggy majiggy. Why not? We're already over encumbered. And this guy's probably only got money. What is this? A marked card deck. It takes quite a bit of observation, but you figured out these cards are actually marked. I got no clue what that could even mean. Why is my phone constantly trying to like connect and reconnect? Is my internet acting up? Let me take a look. Okay, frames haven't dropped, so maybe I'm just going crazy. Sorry, my phone is just like connecting, disconnecting, connecting, disconnecting. And I needed not to do that. This is where the frogs showed up. I don't want to deal with them. Not right now. Where the hell is this old man? They said west, right? I'm not going crazy. Mercenary, Abram, okay. Well then. Hello, Abram. I have another job for you, Hank of SGS. This one, even riskier than the last one. Do you wish to hear? Yeah, go on. This hole we dug up will lead you to the ventilation system of the Union Embassy lower level. Among other things, this area also serves as a protectorate prison. I need you to liberate a prisoner. Her name is Mara. As far as I know, she is the only prisoner there, but I cannot be sure. You will encounter moderate to heavy resistance down there. I would prefer if if you could liberate her with no casualties on either side, but if you do engage in conflict, make sure you leave no witnesses. That is a given. There will be conflict, and I will make sure nobody's alive to see any eyewitness reports. You do not want to find yourself on the Protectorate's most wanted list. So, what do you say? What's the pay? 1,000 Karens. I'll do it. You may descend the ladder when ready. You know what? I'm sure we can just, like, leave a bunch of our stuff here. And then go do that. Why not? Let's break someone out of prison. What's the worst that can happen? Let me see. What's the stuff that's on our inventory? Okay, this. Drop that. Drop that. And we are back to normal weight. It's literally just that one gun and that one piece of armor. These two, sure, are also heavy, but... now that I think about it, I'm gonna leave this behind too. We're back to 200. It's like 50 pounds off our shoulders right there. Okay. Surely all will be fine. Okay. I do like tunneling. Let me... okay. Cannot move my mouse all... okay, this is getting weird. Click. There we go. Peek in there. This drops me off there into like a closet. What about over here? We got a hallway. I do want to see if they have any drones, because those are annoying. I should also charge up my shield. I'm assuming I'm gonna need to go into some room and then press some button and that'll release the gates. Okay, prison doors are right there. Here's the room I'm looking for. This isn't exactly gonna be stealthy, mind you. Jolly Boy is not known for such things. Well, I hope this is actually the room for this. Also, what do I want to put in there? Okay, can I not just automatically... okay, there we go. Put those together, put that in there. Molotovs or poison stuff. If they're armored up, then the throwing knives are not going to be useful to me, so put those in there. And then I will save again. And wish me good luck. Youch. I forgot to do the thing. Which is turn on my shield. You, sir, are going to be in pain. Wow. Okay, there we go. Uh-oh. Hopefully nobody comes through that door. Well, just as I speak the words, they have a many friends here. passes with those shields. Who do I rather not be alive right now? I guess this man. I'm gonna move here so that I can be closer to this guy. Damn, his freaking laser weapon hurts. Okay. Well, that was swiftly... that very swiftly undid me. Right, that teaches me a few things. One, turn on my damn shield when I get down there. Before I get down there, actually. I guess maybe I'm gonna want to just swing at him. Okay, that did not help. Alrighty. Right, that did not land where I wanted it to. Great. This is gonna take me a few tries. Just a couple, you know, just a couple of tries. Okay, somebody's already, like, trying to get into this damn thing. How about we just say no? Is there a way for me to do that without burning myself? Because if I put a fire, it should block the path for a little bit. This is not gonna work out. Again, I think I'm dead. How are so many things able to hit me from over there and they've just flashbanged their own guy? Okay, I can't toss any of this stuff in a way that doesn't hurt me. Yeah, his shields can handle all that. I'm basically dead again. The only difference is this time I got even unluckier than last time, because they got here immediately. I just gotta be able to take that guy out, like, real quick, which means I gotta get criticals. really know if I can do any damage to him like that. Just bonked him once. That should be good enough for now. Forgot she can get me from, like, outside of the room. Yeah, I'm dead as hell. Okay, maybe I'm not as strong as I thought I was. I'll get myself killed if I do that. That's not really gonna help me out at all. Yikes. Okay, so maybe I cannot, in fact, accomplish this mission just yet. Now we'll have to come back to this eventually. At least we know what we're up against to some extent. I did forget that I had EMPs that can technically take down those shields of theirs, but I can't really throw anything in that room without hitting myself unless I go into like the far corner of it. And even then, even if I were to shut down their shields and keep mine up, they still hit really hard. Like one burst from one of their machine gunners and I'm like, my bubble is already just destroyed, popped, obliterated. And these folks still don't have anything to trade. Guess we could go to Hawthorne. We do have a couple of things to sell. Actually, can we speak to this guy? Does he want a crossbow? Melee weapons. Pretty sure you don't have enough to pay for that. Okay, he has just enough to pay for that. You know what? Sure. Let's go to Hawthorne, see if they've got anything over there. I really do wish they had like a weapons person that we can just sell stuff to, but they don't. Maybe they'll have the nets I'm looking for. Because I don't know if you can actually find more of them. Hawthorne, 25 Stygians, sure. Forgot they had this guy over here too who sells medical stuff. Okay, let's see. Okay, he doesn't want any crossbows right now though. That sucks. You can sell the utility belt as well. That's not gonna make up the for that though, even though it's 1,000 the value. It is 100, so and he doesn't have the ones I want. Bear trap, gas grenades, serrated bolts, throwing knives, throwing net. Okay, how much are you willing to give me? You gotta give me at least like 50. Or I can just auto. 42, okay. Sure. What does this guy sell again? Food stuff that I don't really care about. This other guy is the medicine guy. Why? Okay, at least he's got these, which is the ones I really want. $57 for 3 of them. I still forget about the Rat Man. I got no clue where the Rat Man could be, and I am not looking forward to that whole situation. What game mode are you on? The one that lets me find little trinkets and whatnot, and XP from killing things. I guess. I forgot what that one's called, but I'm on that one. Core City. Oh, do I want to go back to Core City? I guess since we gotta... I could leave off the stuff that I do have in the room with Gorski, I suppose, if I really want to move around. Easy? Probably, yes. Okay, 30 Stygians. Man, they're ripping me off, I swear. I'm just going around trying to sell my items. It is quite the hassle. That is not an elevator. This is the elevator. Right over here. Nice to get to know it all. Yeah, it is. It is. Especially when you realize just how outmatched you tend to be. We just try to break someone out of prison, and I figured, you know, breaking somebody out of prison for some guy, it should be easy. It was not. I kept getting murderized. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out when the time comes. Right now, I'm thinking I'm gonna stick to Core City for a little bit. Get the missions done here. Probably eventually figure out where those 2 other merchants from SGS went, because I still haven't done the missions for Rail Crossing. Where am I trying to go? Merchants, that's where I wanted to see. I want to see if these freaking merchants have their money back, because I would like to trade very much. Okay. Everybody just keeps trying to get in my way. First it was the damn drones, now it's the people just body blocking me. How are you doing, by the way, Astro? How's your Wednesday? Just a base game? Yeah, just a base game for now. I was told the DLC has like a lot of content in it, but I wanted to see if I liked the main game first, and then we'll worry about DLCs and whatnot. Hopefully if they have a sale on them too. You're good? You hope I am too? I'm doing alright. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. Can't complain. Slow day, but It's whatever. Come on, Hanky. Just a little more. There we go. Okay, they don't got their money back. Neither do they have the explosives I want, so sad day to be Hanky. Alright, I'll just drop off my things in the room with our bosses, or second boss. I don't even know what to consider Gorski. Gorski? Yeah, Gorski. Why did I almost call him Gorotsky? For you, it's this game is totally worth it. Yeah, I've had people come in and tell me it's definitely worthwhile getting the DLC. And I mean, if if you get enough of those people, you just start believing it. So for now though, I'm just probably gonna wait around for a Steam sale, honestly, and then I'll get it. Gork ski? Gork is this real? I don't know. Gorski, there he is. Not Goroski. Okay, let me just drop off my things in this room, and hopefully my mouse cooperates with me. Okay, the mouse is not cooperating with me. I don't know if I need this to actually blend in. I'm assuming not, even though that is the other guy's armor. I need to fix my armor. Wait, did I drop the wrong one? There we go. Give me back mine. Put this on the floor. Put that back on. Put this on the floor. Put this on the floor. There we go. We're light now again. Gun. I'm not sure if we need the gun to blend in either. We have to pass. I don't know where the warehouse is, but whatever. I'll figure it out. Let's see. Save. 46. What's A, B, C, D, E? We'll come back to get that eventually. I just gotta make sure I can brute force myself through whatever obstacles I am going to come across. Which I assume is not gonna be easy, considering it's Protectorate we're dealing with, but I do have EMPs, so that can help me out with disabling their shields. When we can tank at least a little bit of their burst fire, assuming they have a lot of that, which they probably do. Got my tungsten stuff. Weapon is good. Yes, weapon is good. Yes, I'm gonna fix up my sledge a little bit more. Armor, let me see. Good, it's good. It's good. Knife is fine. I probably should put that in here. I didn't mean to use one up, but sure, you know what? Those aren't too expensive anyway. Okay, let me see. That's probably this way. What kind of build did I do so far? I guess just strength. Strength and heavy armor and sledgehammer. That is what I'm focused on right now. It's worked out so far. I can throw things, I can hit hard, and I wear armor. That's the build. I'm assuming this way is where the warehouse is. No, this is somewhere. Where the hell am I? Gauntlet Runner. Okay. I think that's the fighting place. Didn't mean to go there. Over here is just homes. A guard. A guard to what? Who are you? The man raises his hand and signals you to stop. Hey you, this is private property. I suggest you turn around. Who are you? I'll tell you who I'm not. A patient man. Get out of here, you darn droper. Okay, that man doesn't like us. You know what? I don't like him. What if I do murderize him? What's down there? Fuck it, we ball. He's got a bit of a strong gun, and he also has a shield. But that's fine. We'll just, yeet this at him. Okay, I did not mean to get that close. Okay, I'll have to probably throw it over here if I want that to hit him and not me. There we go. Fig! Damn, this boy trying to hit on Steam? Trying to hit on stream? Yeah, I'm trying to hit. Watch this. Okay, don't watch that, because apparently my boy is not swinging. But how are you doing, Fig? How are you doing? Pummel this boy. And then we can just shank him like once. There we go. That's a good amount of health gone. He's probably gonna use a health stim. Yep. That's alright. We can tank his hits. Probably leave him dazed for a turn. There we go. You're okay? What about me? I'm doing alright. I am accomplishing tasks at the moment. By which I mean I am trying to figure out where to go to accomplish the task that I wish to accomplish. Okay, this one's a medium one. Would have made our life a little bit easier if it was high frequency, but whatever. Laser pistol. You know, I can sell these things. How much weight is that, though? Not that much. And neither is this, so I'm gonna take that. Flashbangs I don't really use, to be honest. At all. They don't really seem to have all that much going for them, but at least when I use them. It's probably because it takes so much movement. So many points for me to do the basic things in life. Locked. Hanky not struggling in the fight? This is a miracle. Honestly. Okay. Lockpicks. I think I can use some regular ones. My lockpicking skills are pretty good. Love the hammer build. Quite some unique ones around. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out... Well, I'm yet to figure out whether I need to know a lot. I know I need electronics to be able to fix an electrical hammer, because I managed to pick one up prior to putting more points into electronics. I'm wanting to want one of those, because even though tungsten steel is pretty good, it's not good enough. You know, I need a little bit of extra punch, so I'm hoping at some point to either pick one up or build one. I don't know if there's anything more. I'm imagining there's maybe a couple of more different kinds of hammers, but we'll see, we'll see. You'll pick one up sooner or later? Yeah. There's enough enemies around to feel their pain and then return the favor once I eventually pick their hammer up. What was I doing again? Right, lockpick. I can lockpick up to 71. This requires 70. Okay, now you're just gonna watch me struggle as my mouse decides to not cooperate. There we go. Lockpick. The disappointment is not the word I'd use, but it's close enough. Well, we have gone through the trouble of slaughtering that man, so I feel it would be disrespectful to not check out what's down there. New save, we'll just call it Curios. And that's it. Empty box. Roger that. Well, hello there, mercenary. Wasn't expecting you to... You got like a sword or something. That's kind of... It's probably an electrical one. You don't have a shield. Okay, you do have a shield. I probably should not be using all of my frickin' EMPs right now. You don't have one on ya. You don't have it on, I should say, so grenade. Okay, Hanky, that was almost a little too, too far from the target. Oh, a gentleman up there. Oh, that's a laser gun. I thought he was holding a sword because of that thing on the ground. Never mind. I've made mistakes. That's alright. If I get out of the viewing distance of this guy, I can throw these caltrops down here. He's gonna have to pass through them to get to me. I can go over here. I forgot to recharge my damn shield. This is gonna cost me some. It happens. It has happened more than once. By that, I mean like literally every time I get into a fight, I forget. I get into one fight, use up my shield, and then get into another, and I'm like, damn. Can I get around the corner? I cannot. Okay, but this guy, he's gonna have to take at least one step forward, and I probably should have healed. Damn. Okay, okay. Not too bad. Let's load back to the curious save, charge up our shield, then head down there. Took me a while to figure out how this works. Lessons learned? I hope so. Truly, I hope I learn. Okay, let's see. Caltrops, can I mix them up together, please? Thank you. EMP, grenades, Mark IIs. Yeah, I'll stick to the Mark II HEs for now, because I don't think we're going to be dealing with any heavy armored guys down here. They're just going to be tough, because everybody's tough down here. Okay. On forwards. Okay, there's probably a guy around the corner. So I'm gonna toss this, hopefully landing right there. Hanky, what the hell? Hanky just decides he wants to throw it here. I guess he just likes this spot. Why not? Okay, caltrops. Okay, you don't have to move all the way over there. You can just throw him from here. Good enough, I guess, if we manage to get around the corner, that is. You are here. You are someone I don't wish to deal with. Can I at least get a stab at you? Just one little stab. No? Okay, I'll save the turn, or save some points from that. Okay, this guy's at least getting damaged a little bit. Nope. Can I probably can't go there because that's where he is. Okay, go around the corner. So that guy can't see me. I wouldn't mind them all being over there, honestly. It makes my life a little easier. I can sort of funnel them. That does a decent amount of damage. I can throw more caltrops on the floor. Okay, they're taking health stuff. I can maybe get a swing at him. Actually, no. I'd have to stab him. And and then take one stab, return to base, so to speak. And now this is where we're gonna feel pain. If I could toss this around the corner. I don't know if the other guy's close. I'm gonna throw it right here. There we go. That was a good throw. Okay, one guy dead that I didn't even know. I didn't even know that guy was anywhere here. I saw these four. I did not see that fifth guy. They're all doing pretty... Who the hell is Joe the Paxino? Okay. This guy's scary. I guess, yeah, this guy's got the one that hits pretty hard. So does that one. I think I can tank this one's shots. I wish I could go a little bit further so that I just don't get shot at him. I mean, by him at all, but it is what it is. They still got plenty of health items, I suppose. Can I take this turn to maybe charge up my shield? I cannot do that in battle, I think. So we're just gonna have to deal with that. What to do? Just make it as painful. That's how these battles go for me every time. I just make it as painful as possible for them as I can and hope for the best. Should have a grenade ready. Can I toss it from here and continue hiding? I think so. They have one armored guy. Okay, that's two dead. I hurt myself a little bit. Still got that guy. I don't know where Joe is, but he's somewhere. Psionic. Okay, that's a scary guy, because he's gonna hit me with something I can't really deal with right now. Okay, I'll use one of these and see if I can move out of sight even a little. There he is. Another one of these. Get rid of that freaking guy's thing. Hide over here. Hopefully my grenades will present themselves. They got psychers in this game. That they do. They very much do, and they hurt. Oh well. The fight was going so well. It was going so well, and now we're dead. We're having a mental breakdown and mental subversion, so we're just dead. Well, I didn't expect them to have one of them. Can you play as one? Yes, you can. But I think there's like a... You take more damage, I think? I can't remember what the medical guy said. Or how he described things, but I'm assuming there's like a balancing act if you decide to be somebody that has, you know, psionic abilities. So we almost got through that fight. And we did pretty good. We just couldn't handle full psi, a bit lower health. Yeah. Seems to be the case. Okay, load. No, don't go down there yet. I really want to get through this fight. I just want to see what's down here. I want to see what goodies I can get my hands on. Not that I can carry any much more than I already have, but, you know. Maybe they have high quality, you know, freaking high frequency shield emitters, and then I can give them to Grosky, and he'll be happy. Do I want anything else in my inventory? I can't carry more. Caltrops are kind of serving me well, a little bit, because they're doing that little bit of extra damage. I might replace the HE for the Molotovs. We can be countered with gear and whatnot. Yeah, that's also true. Because I'm pretty sure this shield emitter protects me to some extent against psionic abilities. At least I feel like it has so far. That's why I said, you know, that we were basically dead once that guy showed up, because we did not have our shield up. Okay. Wrong button. Put those away. I'm gonna put that, because that sort of has the same use as the Caltrops, but, you know, it actually most of the time forces the enemy to stay out of the fire because they don't want to be in the fire, and has a chance of making them panic and run away. Okay, well he's right there, that guy's right there. I can get close, but I can't do anything else. That guy's gonna be able to come over here and shoot me, I'm pretty sure. Can't throw anything on the ground. Okay, what do we want to do? We might be able to take care of this guy real quick. Maybe. We can at least swing once, I think. I'll do that. Got in a couple of stabs. Okay, one stab. It's good enough. Did he just miss? Like, what just happened there? I suppose I'm not gonna complain. Okay, didn't I say pummel? Then shank the guy like... Okay, miss, a 95% chance hit. Of course, my luck. Can I maybe toss this back there? Hey, zoners, hey. How's it going? How's it going? We are in a precarious situation. Okay, do I have to move? Throw that back there. That hopefully also shuts down whoever else was moving around back there. Hit that guy. I cannot Molotov back there. I was hoping to be able to toss a Molotov there. Maybe get this guy to run off. That didn't work. Nope, okay, he also did not get hit by the EMP. Yeah, you can see. So many things to do, so many ways to die. We will win this fight, I swear. I'm gonna just keep going. Sleep build, ooh, a sledge build. I like to have I like it. I like hitting things. To be fair, it has worked out. It's worked out fairly okay. Just as long as I throw like a million other things at my enemies. Just a few disadvantages to be wary of. Okay, put that. I'll save here again so that I don't have to keep doing that every time I die. Based base sledge build. The most fun kind of build, in your opinion? I just need better hammer. That's all I need. Oh, come on. Or quote-unquote fun. Well, you know, it's not too bad. You're just gonna have to be okay with getting shot at from afar, chasing your enemies by taking 3 steps forward and having them run 5 miles away from you again. Which reminds me that I need to get some nets, but I don't remember that I need to get nets. Okay. Okay, that is just unfortunate. You have got to be fucking me. Oh my god, the fight's basically over. AP a bit low now. Armor penalty? Yes, armor penalty. It's just armor penalty. Can't really do much about it as far as I know. Armor penalty is like, this is 83%, this is 13, and then this is 30%. So I just gotta deal with it. There's a feat, you think? Probably. I think I may have one feat that allows me to... Okay, that better have hit the guy. Okay, it did. I don't know if I have it, though. Let me see. Character sheet. Feats. Let me see. Bone Breaker, Sheep Shot, Grenadier, Pummel, Sure Step, Paranoia, Pack. Okay, I don't think I have it. There's Nimble, for which, I don't know why I picked this up back in the day. Like when I first started, I actually don't know. I didn't think armor penalty was gonna be so insanely high. I think that's why. Okay, nobody's opened up any doors yet, so should be able to at least pummel this guy. I hope. That is not the pummel button, hanky. Pummel. There we go. Got him dizzy too, so he can't do anything. Okay, I'm gonna stab this. Actually, okay, risk it. There we go. Holy moly. Okay. So far, so good. I can't save him right now. But so far, so good. Oh, this guy just showed up out of nowhere. I forgot that I had this at like 4 times speed. Well, hello, random fellow. Would you like to be on fire? I'm gonna hide around the corner. Actually, favorite move right here, Caltrops. That didn't work out. You know, it was meant to be everywhere, but like it went that way. I'm just gonna I don't even have enough to turn the corner. That's unfortunate. 1 down, 438 to go. We'll get through it. It's only gonna take us a couple of years. I don't think I want to use another EMP grenade until there's more of them around there. So let me just turn the corner. If they get closer to me, that's kind of good. So I don't mind them. Okay, I did hear a couple of them activate their things. Hopefully this hits them. Okay, there's one right there. So that's 2. Caltrop. I could try and Caltrop the entire entrance, and maybe I still wouldn't have enough to go around the corner. That's fine. I can tank it. There we go. I got health stuff. I forgot about that. I need to be careful of frickin' psionic guy, wherever he is. Okay, one step forward. This guy's right here. That's good. Hide around the corner again. Go there. I can... No, I cannot rush him and hit him with the hammer. I might be able to get him with the knife. Or I could just hide behind the corner again. Wait for them to do stuff. I haven't seen Joe yet, so I'm a little concerned. Oh, come on, Hanky. And there's Joe. Of course he shows up when I mention his name. Well, I'm gonna die here, I think. Holy moly, okay. Usually my fights go a little bit smoother than that. Let me think a little bit. Because I don't think the strat is not working to like the... Like, I'm a little too cornered and my AP is too low most of the time. I can't rush up to them because their guns are a little strong. If they had normal guns, that would be one thing, but the fact they all got laser guns down there, and then they got that psionic guy. I'm not too afraid of Joe. Like, Joe, I think I can deal with if I can kill enough of his guys. It's just actually getting through that amount of guys. That's the pain in the ass. A sprint could be handy. Probably could. Probably could. I do have an adrenaline shot as well. So I could put that down there. Assuming I don't accidentally use it by, you know, just trying to drag it over. If I can get maybe a couple of them during the adrenaline shot. What's the downside? Temporary, removing any fatigue. After the effects expire, the consumer will be worn out. If I can be smart with this, then maybe things can turn out pretty good. Okay, well, he's right there. And I didn't mean to do that little bit of movement there, but whatever. I want you dead, buddy. I want you dead. And I got enough to get close to him. Okay, right here, maybe I could do a pummel. Okay, I got enough of... Not the psionic guy. Okay. Big problems. Big problems. injection. Okay, you're almost dead. Gotta make sure you stay dead. And then just tank what they got. I can't even move around anywhere. That's fine. That's not fine. Jeez, just to make it over there. Okay. How many turns does this last? 2 to 3 turns. And then this takes like 4 more yeah, 6 turns, so I still got 5 turns to go to get another to get another shot in me. Maybe I can move out of sight from one of them. That's the best I can hope for right now. Yeah, fire's gonna have them moving around. Almost takes all of my freaking stamina just to move up here. Let's just hope they fire from afar. Jesus, okay. I just gotta end up getting unlucky, huh? I'm gonna use the restroom and then take that time to maybe think of whether we should even continue trying to fight these guys or just move on with our main mission. And then I'll be right back in a bit. Alright, I return to you, and we... the decision has been made by the coin, because I decided to just flip a coin, and head said, keep going. Tails said, don't keep going, and it landed on head. Therefore, suffering shall continue for approximately 20 more minutes. That is my conclusion. Heavens above. Do we have anything else that could help us? I mean, I could maybe... Can I take multiple adrenaline shots? I probably could. Let me go buy some. I'll just go get some more. Just keep yoinking adrenaline shots into me. I'm sure that has no long-term consequences. You better have adrenaline shots, I swear. Okay, you have 4. I will be taking all of them. I am wealthy enough. I am wealthy enough to afford this little expenditure that I must... Well, I don't really even have to, but I will be making. For the sake of beating men to death, or exploding men to death, or poisoning men to death, or burning men to death. Let me put the adrenaline over here to replace the bandages. Let me once more save over that. And shield on. I head down the stairs. I go over here. Aha. There you are, buddy. You're gonna die, hopefully quick. Let's see if I can get to him. I can swing on him once. I do want to pummel him, like always. Ooh, that pummel had a critical with it. Okay, okay. It's an extra stab. Save that little bit of AP. More of them are coming over here. That's fine by me. How are you not dead? There we go. Okay, if I throw it along this line, it should be fine. I'll light him on fire. Okay, he's immune to that. Was not planning on that being the case, but okay. He wasn't immune before. This guy doesn't mind going over the fire. We are kinda... Okay. I don't know what resolve does for me right now. All I know is that you will suffer the consequences of being alive in my presence. And I will simply hide behind this wall. Now I can't do anything. Okay. That gives him a lot of move. He just brain blasted me twice. What the fuck? Not that that one was gonna be a good run. Okay, maybe not. maybe I was too cocky. Okay, why did that hit me? half my bubble is gone. I guess I could just throw this on the ground below me. It's not really gonna do anything to me. That's future-proofing, I guess. We'll call it that. How often can I inject on myself? Okay, cooldown is 12. I don't know if we can last that long. Leave it to Hanky to miss a 95% chance of stabbing somebody. Like, holy moly, dude. I already know you can't really suffer from Molotov. So I'm gonna do that to you, then I'm gonna do this to you. And then I'm gonna just, okay, that's not far enough to not be hurt by you, so here's what I'm gonna do. Maybe this is not the best use of that, but okay, that somehow you can still see me. Sure. We got that guy there. Caltrops are kind of doing their thing. Okay, let's just hope I can fucking swing on you just enough times. Oh no, they're already here. They're already here. Okay, he missed. Okay, he missed again. He didn't miss that. Is there no hope for Hanky in this fight? I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, we still got how many minutes of this to go through? 15. 15 more minutes. Oh, he's over there. I know he is, so let me just toss that there. Then, okay, I can hide behind here. He's gonna have to come over here to me. I can hit myself with the adrenaline shot right now. Maybe not, actually. That's not smart right now when there's not that many of them. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Leave him like that. Can I not? Okay, toss that right there. He's gonna get poisoned a little bit. That's fine by me. That's not recharged. Let me see. Stab the man. Throw one of these back there. Right here should be fine. Throw that. Alright, close enough. Wait around. Of course that didn't hit the guy. Why would it ever, like... I was expecting it to go through the wall and hit him, so that he doesn't have his shield, at the very least. Jesus, how many guys do they fucking have? Okay, first of all, health, adrenaline. I can't toss one of these just yet. They're not all immune to the fire, just some of them. He's gonna laugh, sure, do what you want. I'm gonna hide behind this wall. I'm gonna pray. Gonna step back out here. You're all grouped up together, that's lovely. Hank, you better not miss. More of that there. Hide again. I think I'm gonna start getting hit with that freaking fatigue soon. I don't know where Joe is. That scares me. I want at least 2 of them down. That's fine. Oh, Joe's right there. Hi, Joe. Didn't expect to see you, Joe. I got like 1 more turn before I just get hit with the freaking pain and just devastation of being near these men. Okay, another one of them died. We haven't seen this freaking psychic one yet. I can get close enough to stab him. As expected, not much happened. Okay. Oh, there's another one. Well, your buddy sure did some damage to me. I can only swing at you once. I could try setting you on fire again, and him. I think that would get me on fire too, though. How can I do this in the most efficient way possible? Maybe I can tank being lit on fire. I'm hoping it makes Joe, like, you know, just catch on fire and then it makes him run away. So that I can at least have, like, a little bit of a respite. Can I save? I cannot save. I don't know why in this fight specifically I can't save. Maybe it's been like that the entire time and I just never noticed. I feel like I've been able to save in other fights. Weird. Let's hope this works. There we go. That still made him okay. He's just built different. He's just built different. There's no saving in combat? Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Well, I did manage to do what I wanted to do. It just didn't work out like I thought it would work out. Joe was on the fire. Unfortunately for me, Joe is also an absolute animal of a human being, according to this game. So, and we haven't even seen the wherever the hell I almost said the psyker, the psionic guy is either. We got enough time for like one more, one more shot. We're basically just hoping luck is on our side. Luck is not on my side. Okay, equipment short-circuited. I don't know, maybe I can light this guy. No, if I do that, he's gonna run to that corner of the room. So just do the same thing as I always do. Okay, apparently I don't have enough energy to throw a grenade. This fight's over already. It's done. I mean, maybe I can light him on fire, and then he'll just start panicking and... Okay. Let's fire for the void. Why not? The other gentlemen are here. I unfortunately will not be able to kill this guy in time before they get over here. Can't do that. Stab him. Just shank him. You know, maybe if I hadn't sold so many of my mines, I would have just placed a couple down. And just gone after this guy, and then those guys, at least one of them would have been obliterated by the 4 mines I would have placed down. Okay, this man is just living. Why is he alive? He's got 2 health. Now I also have 2 health. Okay. Shank for you. Health for me. EMP bomb for this guy. And then a step over there and a hope and a prayer. Okay, when did the fucking whole team get here? Okay, adrenaline's not really gonna do much for me. But here goes nothing. Can I get like a cheeky little stab in there? Yes, I can. It did nothing. Well, that was that. Shit. Core City's rough. Maybe I gotta go around and accomplish some other side quests before I mess around more in Core City. I just wanna like do what I gotta do for Grosky so that he can be in the council meeting when the whole should we or should we not help the black eels thing happens. But I think that's gonna take a while. Maybe I should go to Rail Crossing, help them out with that, with their stuff, because that honestly at this point seems easier. Help them regain whatever lost part of their little town they need to regain. And then hopefully have enough level up to put some more points into some other stuff. What do I want to even put points into now that I think about it? And let me look at my stats. I got the strength, level 14 is next up. I don't remember how many levels it, not how many levels, how often I'm allowed to pick a feat. I forgot about that. Show all feat. Let's see, where's sprint? Gun and run, gunslinger, hit and run, juggernaut. Juggernaut, I don't think I have enough of it. Yeah, I need 7 constitution for that. Sprint is right there. Agility 6. Do I have agility 6? No, I have agility 5. But I could put a point into agility if I really want this one. Can activate the sprint ability, which grants you 30 additional movement points for 2 turns. Only effective while not in stealth. Has 10 cooldown. So this plus adrenaline shots could be pretty nice. Because I could use the sprint first, and then adrenaline shot, or both at the same time, maybe. A godsend for a tick-can sledge, yeah. Like, godsend for a tin can sledge. Stoicism, you receive 1 less damage from all sources. For each 4% healing health missing. I don't think that's really... That does not sound useful at all. Suppressive fire, survival instincts, telekinetic, blah, blah. I think a lot of these are just... Disassembler grants you blueprint that enables you to disassemble items that are marked as disassemblable, obtaining the components from them. That requires 7 intelligence. How much intelligence do I have? Just a base amount, I think. Yeah, just a base amount. So yeah, I think, yeah, I'll probably want sprint next time around. So whenever I get a level up, I'll just put it into agility that time around, even though, because I already have 10 strength. I don't think I need more. I mean, I could... It's always nice to have more, but I don't think I need more right now. One into... Which one was it? Agility, so that we can have... How much was it? It was just 6, right? I just needed 6. Yeah, just 6 agility. But we'll worry about that next time. As for now... It is time for me to take my leave, so I shall bid thee farewell. I hope you all have a great rest of your mornings, afternoons, evenings, and nights, wherever and whenever you are. May the gods bless you. May the stars shine in your honor. Thank you for joining me. I play this game at least like once a week. So, you know, keep your eye out and you might see me again. Bye-bye!